Hey everyone, and welcome to my game for Roll20Con. Today, as you can tell by the screen, we're playing Fiasco. And today I'm joined by
Yay!
Steve and Stephen.
Stephan.
Stephan, oh, I'm sorry.
This way you can tell the difference between us.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because you're Stephan with an A, not Stephan with
Right,
an
and otherwise,
yeah.
we look so much alike, people would confuse us.
That's
I know, right?
It's so true.
The funny thing is, my brother's name is Stephen and my father's name is Stephen. So there's just a lot of Stevens in my life right now.
You're destined to get both of us today.
So we're going to be playing with the place. Oh, I'm going to mute you just for a second, Steve, because there is some audio echoing going on. So we're going to be playing with the Tales from Suburbia playset. That is one of the playsets included in the Fiasco rulebook, which Steve has a copy of and was showing off during pre-show. Yeah, right there. Oh, 2 copies. I just have the PDF.
Prepared.
We're no slackers.
Good. And we're going to do all of our setup right here live on stream. So I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice. If you need to roll the dice later, like during the tilt, you'll just right click it, hit multi-sided, and go random side. And as you can see, they all rolled.
Wow, that's cool.
Traditionally, the person who grew up in the smallest town goes first.
Oh, that's not me, I'm sure.
It's probably me. Less than 2,000 people?
You.
Nope.
Okay. So as you can see, for people who are new to Fiasco, table position is kind of important in like a 4-player game or whatever, because you're going to have relationships with your neighbors at the table. But since there's just 4 of us, we're going to have a relationship with each... Sorry, thank you. Since there's 3 of us, we're just going to have a relationship with each other. So I'm going to start by looking at relationships. And you can probably see them here. I like crime. Steve, you and I are going to have a crime relationship.
Awesome.
And then we're just going to go clockwise around the table. So it'll go to Steve next and then Stephan. And while you're thinking, I'll fill in that crime relationship.
I like the past. I see a 5. Oh, I see a 3. But that'd be me and Stephan. I'm sorry.
So you should be able to just click the 3 and drag it, or no? Do I need to
I'm
add
on a Mac.
permissions?
Yes, please.
Here, I'll just do it for you for right now.
Ooh. All right, let's see. We've got crime and we've got the past. So you and I are crosstown sports rivals from back in the day,
Ooh.
right? No, we're just the past.
You're just
right?
the past. And then
Just
you will
the
have
past.
to use another die to add the element or the subtopic to that relationship.
I think that...
Hey, Mr. Worst, thanks for checking out the stream.
Esteni,
Yes.
you and I are family. There's a 1, and I'd like to take that.
Okay. I think I forgot to, when I imported the dice, add permissions to everything, so I'm just gonna handle it.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yes, we are playing standard Fiasco. We are playing the Tales from Suburbia playset, so it's just gonna be your standard run-of-the-mill game where everything goes wrong.
Everything will be fine. It
No.
will work out fine.
But it's so fun if everything goes wrong.
Maybe because of Fiasco.
Let's see. I think that I'm gonna take that last 3 and I'm going to define our crime relationship as thieves.
Ooh.
Oh,
If that sounds fun to everybody, because that's an important part of this game too.
I would like to take the other three because I like Stephan's whole idea of the crosstown sports rivals from back in the day.
I think that's good.
I think that's good.
Which means let's see.
Rival high schools.
Right.
High school. Like, but years pass. Like, we're just not letting go.
Like, I think that we should be past our prime.
Oh yeah, like I'm thinking total Al Bundy-esque.
Yes, and it was like football, and it was rough.
Oh, city championship.
Oh,
One of us caused the other one to not achieve either the final touchdown or the final tackle. Like,
and therefore not the what do you call it? The oh, I know. You didn't get your scholarship to leave this town.
And so you had to turn to a life of petty crime.
Because I did an unfair hit on you, which caused you to like mess up your knee.
Ever.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is looking
Yeah.
good already.
And I think that you and I should be. Oh, is there a? Let's see. We've got 4s, 5s, and 6s.
And don't forget, the last die is wild, and you get it. So if you don't have a die for what you want, you can save it and use it for the wild one at the end.
Oh.
So if you want to, you can move on to need, object, or location. We're going to have one of each.
Oh, let's do that because I like parent-child for our family relationship.
I was thinking that too.
What?
Oh,
How psychic are you?
I just know it makes a good
You're working with
fiasco.
Because I feel like,
working with him.
but you might need a younger person for the
I mean,
the
that,
fiasco.
or maybe, like, I'm your mom, and I'm really old, and I've recruited him. It could
So
go
let's
either
see.
way.
How about? So we're looking at needs, right?
You can look at needs, objects, or locations. Ideally, we want to have one of each, and it's going to become the obsessive core of that relationship. I feel like your past relationship is going to have a need associated with it.
Let's see. How about? Oh, I feel like I want. Got 4, 5s, and 6s.
Yeah, we do.
I want the object,
Ooh, object.
an object between you two to be transportation, a 5.
Okay, sure.
Because
Gotta have a getaway
You-
driver.
you need to have a getaway situation.
I would like to define the transportation.
Well, it's not your turn yet, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh!
I'm sorry. I'm getting caught up now.
but you know what? I'll leave that for you, and I'm gonna look at needs. I'm gonna take that 4, and your past relationship is defined with a need to get respect.
Mm.
Oh, I might need to turn off something. But yeah, go ahead, Steve.
I'd like to get respect, though. We don't have a location, correct?
No.
Mm-mm.
Lots of 6s.
Lots of 6s.
there's a 4 for Promise Hill, the rich part of town.
And you know what? I like Stephan. I'm right there with you on that. I think 4 for a location, because there has to be some Richie versus not. There needs to be some class struggle here.
There's got to be class struggle and a little bit of John Hughes. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. You're all
right, which puts it on me.
Well, you have a lot of 6s, so it's basically, what do you want to put the 6 in?
Yeah.
What? So let me see.
A lot of 6s.
I think. What do we have?
Toyota Prius, unfinished mansion,
How about?
and standing up for yourself at last.
Ooh, that sounds good. I mean, the thing is that they're all going to fill in that way. So why don't you actually instead pick the thing that you don't want to be a 6, and we'll turn it into a 1. We'll be parent and child, if you still want to do that. Because we'd either be parent and child, or we would be weird, distant relatives. And I think I feel like parent and child's better.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. So I think we should do the 1 for the family.
Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll just assign the 6s to everything else, because it's not even a choice at this point.
Okay. So that means.
So, Stephan, which one of us is which side of the tracks are we from?
Well, if you're in the thieving relationship, I think you should be on the wrong side of the tracks.
Okay, yeah, because I would totally, okay. Yeah,
Also, I think it's more tragic if you didn't get the scholarship because you really needed it.
Yeah, that's a good one. And I'm still holding on to that. So I try to get out of this town and
Get out of the city, away from the crowds.
And let's see.
To get respect by standing up for yourself at last.
Which means our location, right, is the unfinished mansion, which would be my unfinished mansion?
We don't know why you're there.
I don't know.
I mean, do you want it to be your unfinished mansion?
I think it would be terribly upsetting if I've done really well since high school, and I like everybody know it.
Oh, so you're nouveau money. You're new money.
I feel like I'm more Trump-like in that I've made a lot of money in maybe real estate in this town, but I had money from before. But I like to talk about how self-made I am, although I totally am not self-made because I got my money from family. But also I'm in a suburb, so it's not even like I'm really all that important. But I'm important in the suburban sense.
I feel like if it's a new Toyota Prius for the thing between me and Steve, I think I have to be your kid, and I have to be like around 16, and that was like what you gave me for my birthday.
Yes.
And I'm using it as our getaway vehicle.
Why would you do that? I mean, don't we have a great relationship?
Dad. Like, oh my God, why are you always up in my business?
But I am a great dad. I'm one of the best dads.
Oh my God, shut up. Are you getting a call from Stacy right now? Okay, so I feel like we've got all the elements here brewing for a pretty good fiasco. Was there anything else we wanted to work out, or are we ready to name our characters and get started?
Yep, working on a name right now.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, side note, I think that maybe that this unfinished mansion I want to sell, it's important, right, for me to sell this mansion. Maybe I'm this is part of one of my business deals that I need to not go wrong.
Oh, okay.
Because that can't be a problem.
Just wait till we get to the tilt, and then Cthulhu shows up. Let's see. What is a good name that you would have named your daughter, but you're nouveau rich? Like something that you would name me because you think it sounds like a wealthy person name.
Let's see.
Is this southern or is this northern?
It can be whatever.
That's a good question.
I was thinking like Massachusetts kind of area. Or Connecticut, that kind of thing.
Paige. With an I.
That's an awful name. I love it.
I was trying to find just like, the worst. I mean, I could have gone with something like Chelsea or Bradley or like...
I feel like that is more... Like, I should be Bradley.
You should be Bradley.
With two E's?
No, with an A. Like that. Bradley.
Yes! That's exactly how it should be spelled. I feel like I should be a Stanley or a Harvey.
I like Harvey.
I should be a Harvey.
Do we want to get a last name?
Yeah, you do need a last name.
I want something squat and non-graceful.
Like Webb?
Webb. Yeah, that's good.
Because that is not an old money name.
It is not. Like, it shouldn't... It's like, it's not really an old one. Like, we did not have money forever, you know?
Yeah.
Dougie Newell.
Dougie Newell? How do you spell that?
Cracks. Maybe a little Southie going on, but not a lot.
Yeah. I like it.
Dougie, because that's like a good, like a Oyo, but like,
How do you spell the last name?
Newell. Newell.
Newell, okay. Oh,
Dougie.
that's good.
Oh.
Yeah, like poor bastards, like, past 30 whatever, and still called Dougie.
I have a sad question for you, Dougie.
Hit me, Harv.
Do you work for me, like, in contracting, maybe?
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, and I'm very unhappy about it. That you were the cause of me having to stay in town and not have to work for you since you are the real estate guy.
Like, you do building,
Oh,
yeah.
That's awful. I love it.
That's the worst.
You're going down, Harvey.
What? I'm great. I'm like the father of the year.
You may not go down.
Call you Mr. Webb.
Yes. Oh, that's the worst.
So I think we're ready to get started.
Yes, we are.
Since I'm the first player, I'll be doing the first scene. And I think it's gotta be how Bradley and Dougie end up becoming thieves together.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I do want to talk a little bit about the mechanic. During the scene, you can either establish the scene, which is what I'm about to do. You say what it's about, who's there, and what's going on, and then you play it out. And then the other two people who are not the star of the scene will basically determine the outcome by either voting up for a white die or voting down for a black die.
Of how it's going to resolve.
For how it will resolve. And then you'll do that in like the middle of the scene, and then we'll drive towards that conclusion.
But you have a goal, right? Like, you say what you want to happen, and then we figure out whether or not that's going to work out well for you or not?
You can. Like, sometimes it's just like, okay, I want to establish that this is going to happen. I think, like, having goal-oriented scenes is helpful, but it's not a requirement.
Okay.
So, the other thing that you can do is you can resolve the scene. You can say, okay, I want to resolve you can either determine it before or after you play out the scene. you could say like, I want to resolve for a black die, and that's a bad outcome. But
Right.
then the other two people who aren't starring in the scene, they get to say, okay, well then you're standing at the top of a building and someone's got a gun to your head because you owe them money, and just, you know, like they can put you in just like the worst situation if they want to.
Before we start the scene, can I ask? I think that you and I are a tad underdeveloped. I think
Okay.
I think that probably I'm the worst dad.
No, you probably are. I mean, I already figured that out.
Well,
like,
probably
like
outwardly you were the best dad, and you were
Yes.
the best dad in the world. But inwardly, you're not really there.
like
Right.
total latchkey kid right here, spoiled rotten. Like, you don't know how to show affection, so you just buy me shit. And
Yes.
so I'm just like the worst daughter as a result.
But where's your mom?
I don't know. We can figure that out as we go. I'm okay with like riffing that. Like, maybe
I
she's
feel
not
like-
involved. Maybe she's divorced you because you're just an asshole.
I feel like I divorced her, and I probably have married somebody.
Wait, you're legally
Go ahead.
separated, but you can't get divorced because it'd be bad for your image, but you do have a mistress on the sly.
Yes. Yeah. And the mistress on the side is like one of your friends, like who's like
Yeah, I would
19
say someone-
or 20.
Oh my
Like
gosh, that's no, like, she's
graduated.
got to be underage. She's got to be underage.
Yeah.
She's one of your high school friends.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the worst idea ever. Oh, Dougie, what if it's like somebody you know?
What if you've got two? Because you're awful.
Oh, because I am awful. That's true.
You work your way through the girls' swim team.
Oh
Like you're not a coach, but you're like a.
I donate lots of money.
You donate lots
to
of
the
money
school.
to the pool. It's like the
All right,
Harvard
so
pool.
I am the worst.
Yes.
All right,
You are
we're
the
ready.
I think we're all the worst in our own ways.
Not me. I just want respect.
Uh-huh.
And I got stopped by Harvey, Mr.
You
Webb.
have a background in petty crime, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I had to project out and then I was going to be saved by football because that was my only skill.
And,
Oh, sorry about that knee. Not really, but you know.
Oh, yeah.
all right, let's save these for the scenes.
Okay.
So I think for the first scene, it's got to be like, well, first of all, like, Dougie knows who Bradley is. Dougie knows that Bradley is Mr. Webb's daughter, and that's part of what precipitates this whole relationship, I think, coming to light.
I think that would be like Dougie's working at the unfinished mansion doing like finished like carpentry type of stuff, and Bradley suddenly shows up like, or
I
standing-
don't
or, like,
know that
the
she
house
would approach
door.
her. Like, I think what should happen is, like, we're like at the mall or something, and you see me like lifting purses by like hiding them in my purse, like smaller purses.
Like a Russian nesting doll of purses?
Yeah, or something like that. Like, you see me lifting stuff,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and you're like, I can use that
Yeah.
to get back at Mr. Webb, and also we can make some money on the side.
Okay, bring it on.
Okay, so I'm going to just describe Bradley real quick. Totally bleach blonde with probably like an ombre hair thing going on. Just looks like your classic rich basic bitch type thing. And like totally fashionable because you give her money, and like she probably has an unlimited credit card and she could just buy whatever she wants, and so she's just awful. And because she's awful, even though she has money, she steals for the fun of it. So you see like this rich girl with this giant purse, and she's just like putting like little clutch purses in it. It's like,
But like nice clutch purse.
yeah, totally.
No, you know what? She's just putting clutch purses in because she doesn't really care.
That's true. She's
About
not
what-
stealing because she wants the stuff. It's just like whatever. Like, oh, there's some nail polish. Put that in.
Yeah. Dougie is older, but he still carries himself like an athlete, but he's definitely gone to pot. A little bit limp. from having his knee taken out in the middle of a big game.
Does he have one of those like beer bellies that?
Yeah, but he's still like
Like he's
ripped.
fit, but he's got the
Yeah,
stuff.
he still has. You can tell that he is not kept up, and occasionally will drink a 6-pack versus working on his 6-pack. Kind of covered in a little bit of like that. People who work in around us, like finished carpenters and stuff like that.
Yeah,
There's always
totally.
kind of dusty.
Yeah, kind of dusty.
Drives a slightly older muscle car. Is real proud of it, but it's not a car to be really proud of. Like 79, like that's a good one. I own a 69 Buick Skylark, so I know what I'm talking about.
But it's like rusty and it needs paint.
Yeah,
and like the interior is starting to peel and fall.
Like an 82 like Camaro, which is like the 3rd generation, which was the ugly ones. That's not the most car, but
Oh, that's good.
so yeah, like an 82 purple Camaro with like the big screaming chicken on front, but it's definitely in disrepair.
Okay.
It would have been great when he was in high school, like when he was on his drives. Still has it.
Oh, that's perfect.
Do we know each other in general?
We
It's just
can.
like a sudden chance type of thing, where it's like, okay,
No, I think first off, I think everybody knows who Bradley is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
because-
oh my god.
can't be that.
Yeah, and so I think that you would know her, and whether or not she actually cares enough about people who work for her dad to pay attention to you, I don't know. But I'm sure she's seen you. Whether or not she looks at you is a different question.
Okay. So I'm walking by. You're in the store. I
Yeah.
see you walk out. I see what you.
You
Oh.
see me stealing is the thing.
Yeah.
You
I'm-
gotta
I'm-
see me stealing.
I'm eating an ice cream cone at the food court. See you, watch you through the window.
And you just
Stealing.
see me like
And
like
you just
not
walk out.
yeah, and I just walk out and I made
I feel
sure
like
like
it's
everything that I
swarming.
had didn't have the tags on it so I wouldn't get
Yeah.
buzzed or whatever.
I feel like a slightly squirmy, like, yeah, okay.
Okay, so
Ready?
I walk out. Yeah, I'm ready.
You know, if you put it deeper into your bag when you lift, you have a better chance of not being caught. So next time you should think about that. I literally have it.
Okay, like who are you?
You've seen me around the house. I work for your dad, Sorry, Mr. Webb. And
Oh, you're like
I
one.
saw you
Okay.
lifting those pumps. I saw you lifting that clutch. Not well.
I did not. Like, what are you talking about?
Do you want me to walk you back in that store and show them that you stole that, or do you want to be better at it?
I think that depends on what you guys vote.
I vote that this is going to work out well. You know, that, I mean, you're going to get mad robbery skills.
So thumbs up or thumbs down for everybody?
Thumbs up. I don't think ultimately this will be great for you, but I think in the short term.
So
I
by
mean,
now we're out. By now we're outside. We're actually heading toward the door. We get out of the store. I pull out a pack of cigarettes. I point one to you and offer you a cigarette because you're now going down that road.
I take one.
And then I light both cigarettes with them.
Okay. I probably have like that coughing fit that like non-smokers who are smoking for the first time have. Oh, I love that's got to be where this scene ends. Like just a short and sweet one where like I'm smoking out front with a man who's like twice my age. That's perfect.
It'll work out well. I'm sure.
I mean, it's definitely going after what I want, which is to piss you off.
I totally think you should be making me call him Mr. Webb, though. Like, oh, you work for me. That's Mr. Webb. Really is keeping me in my place.
Uh, so I get a white die and I get to give that away, and I'm going to give it to Dougie.
Aw.
Oh,
Because I want this crime relationship to work out. And Dougie, you are up. You can either establish the scene or you can resolve the scene.
I would like to establish a scene between me and Harv where we pretty much lay out just how all this got started and just like a reminiscing, like him and I in the mansion because he comes by to see how the work is going.
okay. And so here's the thing about that. I think that I do this more than once. I think I love reminiscing with you.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This
You know, about the past.
This is just establishing just how often.
Yeah, how annoying it is.
Yeah. And then don't forget, Stephan, that and everybody else playing, like if you're not the star of the scene, you do get to vote. So Steve, last time you could have voted as well, whether it should go well or not. So even if you're playing in the scene, if you're not the star of the scene, you vote.
Okay.
So Stephan, you and I will be voting on this one.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Okay. Oh, so it's everyone who's not involved. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you're working, right? You're working in the mansion.
I'm finished carpentry, which is different than regular carpentry. It's much more, you know, like I take pride in my finished carpentry.
And I show up again. Like, I do this. Like, I show up. Like, I don't need to show up at all, but I do. I show up just to reminisce. There's my camera. Boom, boom, right? So I would say that I have got. So I am vain. I mean, I'm sure you could not have guessed. So I've got this toupee. It's like a really good one, but you still know it's a toupee, you know? And I've got like this sort of like I go tanning all the time, so I'm a little bit oranger than I need to be.
So basically you're Trump.
Yeah.
But I've got like I use like, what do you call it? Just for men. So I've got like a little bit of gray hair, but not too much and just in the right space. It looks a little bit weird because there's no gray hair in the toupee. So it's like, it's just a little bit odd.
You look like the mortician on Bob's Burgers.
Yes. And I look to be very fit, but I wear a girdle because I'm actually I'm not as fit as I can wear, like, you know, Spanx for men to sort of keep me sort of together because it's important that I look, you know, like I'm in shape. And I'm always wearing really expensive suits. I smoke a cigar. And I'm like 5'4".
Ooh, Napoleon complex. Short guy disease.
Just a little, yeah. But I'm very broad, right? Like I've got a bit of a like I was one of those. I was a tackler, right? You know, like that was one of the things that I did. Yeah. So I walk in like I'm just you know, surveying the whole place, and I've got my smartphone, and I'm just taking notes on my phone. You know, I'm like, hey Siri, we gotta go and maybe knock out a wall. Remind me. And I think also we should maybe have a third floor. Remind me for that one. I think we should have maybe more expensive. Oh, Dougie, I'm surprised to see you here. How's work coming?
It's going well, Harvey. I'm finishing up.
Mr. Webb.
Fine, Mr. Webb. It's going well. If you keep changing the plans, it's going to take longer than expected because then we have to redo things. But I'm making sure that stuff gets done.
That looks a little. The work there. I'm not a carpenter, although I know a lot about buildings. Did I tell you that I just sold another sort of like one of those housing complexes? It was really exciting. So I bought one of those housing complexes for poor people, right? And then I flipped it, and I'm going to make it like high-income condos. Some people are going to lose their homes, but I don't think they need to be in the neighborhood anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, sir, I do. You told me about that last time you were here, and I'm excited that it's gone well.
Hey, do you remember when we were playing the big game? Wasn't that funny? It was like, what? Oh, 19 years ago? That last game. I remember you were like a quarterback from that small... What was the name of your high school?
I went to Southeast Guilford.
Right.
We were the
Guilford Prep, of course. And I remember when that last play. Do you remember the lights were beautiful?
The last play of my high school career. I had gone to All-State twice. I was up to go to UConn to play football. My last play in my last game, my alma mater.
It was beautiful.
And you side chopped me.
Yeah, and the way you fell, right? Yeah. It was gorgeous. There was that sound of your knee breaking. I mean, I'd never hit somebody so well from behind. It was really good.
Yes, sir. I suffered a triple crown injury. You blew out my meniscus, my ACL, and my MCL.
Oh, I did a good job, yeah?
Yeah, I still don't. I can't run, and I lost my scholarship. But you know what? Hey, things happen for a reason.
They do. Hey, I was wondering. So, here's the thing. I'm gonna need your help on this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna confide in you because we've got that kind of relationship. Also, don't get too close to my suit. I don't want, Yeah. I'm thinking about running for governor. Do you think that would be a good idea?
Yes, sir. That would be a great idea.
And I'm thinking maybe I could have some kind of like donor sort of event in this place because it'll show off, like how fancy. It's a really great neighborhood. It's on the hill. So I kind of need this really fixed up.
Are you going to keep the plans in place, or are you going to change them?
Well, I feel like I should have a ballroom.
The house doesn't have a ballroom.
But you could build one, right? I mean, you're not lazy. I mean, I know you can't run, but you still can move fast, right?
Yes, sir. Mr. Webb. Have the architect send over the plans.
Grabs your cheeks, slaps you in the face a little bit.
Gives me the.
Oh,
yeah.
Gosh.
You are a peach. Okay, so what do we think? 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
I'll see what I can do, sir.
Because I want to get everybody who's anybody who could be like, maybe make a super PAC. I need one of those. I deserve a super PAC with my name on it, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm thinking big party here at the unfinished mansion, so at least get the bottom floor done. Work really hard. You can work overtime. I'm not going to pay you overtime, of course. But, all right, so I'm going to go and, move a little faster, if you can. I love our time together.
Yes, sir.
So, Steve, that's a black die for you. Again, Stephan probably should have voted, but it's fine.
Oh, I agree. I defer to you.
Well, you shouldn't. You have equal say in this.
No, I agree.
But
I think Dougie needs to have a quick flashback with another character just to show that how badly he needs this job.
You can do that for your next scene.
Pretty much folded up like a lawn chair in that one.
But you give that black die away. So you can either give it to Harvey or you can give it to Bradley.
Oh, to Bradley. Bradley, yeah. Bradley needs to have some trials.
This is probably going to end up getting me killed. That's okay.
It'll work out fine.
Harvey, you're up. Do you want to establish or resolve?
I want to establish a scene.
Okay. And
And I want to see.
you can use characters that aren't on this table. So if you need like a side character, or whatever, one of us will just play that.
Okay. I would like a scene where Bradley comes in
Okay.
to meet her dad at his office. He's called her in, I think, and maybe it might be sort of in a slightly ominous way, like, you know,
Yeah.
you don't know what the ominousness is about, but he's called her in to his office to talk to her.
Okay. And like, what's your office like? Is it like the top floor of like a big building? Is it like really fancy?
So I would say it's not the top floor, but it's like the third top floor of a building that is not the tallest building in the universe, because we're not like in the middle of a big city. But you know, it shows off that he's got like this like big picture window, but there's really nothing to see in this town exactly. You know, like it's okay, but it's not the best ever. But like it's really good for our town. And he's got this huge desk. It's like when you walk in, it's like a kind of a panorama, like showing off, but it's still not the top floor.
And a really big boobed receptionist who does not give a damn about you, but you hired her because she's good looking.
Except that she totally loves me. I mean, everybody does. Who doesn't love me?
Your chair is a little higher than the guest chairs.
Oh, it is. It is.
I'm always looking down at people.
And I've got art on the walls, and all the art is like expensive, but clearly I have no taste.
Yes.
And it doesn't mix with anything.
Oh yeah, some really just horrible art.
It's bad art, but it's expensive.
Oh yeah, no.
The frames are nice.
They're all bought to match the couch. Or
yes.
They're expensive. No, you bought them because they're expensive and you don't understand them.
No,
I have no idea what they mean.
Yeah. But the frames, they match the chaise in the back.
That's right. That's right.
So I think I'm standing in front of your desk. You're obviously sitting behind the desk, right?
On the phone. And I'm on the phone for a while before I actually hang up and talk to you. Like, I've got my finger up, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, please tell me you have a Bluetooth like headset in a lot of times.
Yeah.
Oh, I do.
You should just have the Bluetooth in now instead of being like on the phone.
Yeah, I've got the Bluetooth on, and I'm just like, yeah. No, I really think that you can get the king of carpets to come in for this Super PAC meeting dinner. Look, it's going to be tremendous. It's going to be in 3 weeks. It's going to be the unfinished mansion on the hill, and we're going to have the king of carpets. If you can get that woman with a strange face, I mean, she's ugly, but I mean, she's got a lot of money. You should bring her in. Yeah. 1 second, Bradley. We're going to bring all of them in. Try to get everybody. Like, I want everybody in the country club to come. And then I'm going to announce. Yeah. No, it's fine. All right, yeah. You work on it. Okay, good. Bradley.
Yes, Daddy?
I have heard some things about you that make me a little unhappy. I've heard that you've put on about 7 pounds.
Oh my God, I have not.
This is what I've heard. This is what I've heard from your nutritionist, Maria.
Maria's like such a bitch. Whatever.
Well, she might be. I don't care. You cannot get fat because I am going to be, are you ready for this? The new governor of the state.
Good job, Daddy.
And that's going to mean that you're going to be in the public eye, which means you got to be thin, you got to be beautiful. We can cap your teeth if you want. Again, or new veneers or whatever. And you got to do you have a boyfriend?
You don't even know, Chuck. Oh my God.
Chuck.
Charlie Daniels,
Oh.
quarterback of the football team.
Yeah. No, he's all right. He's okay. He's fine. You can keep him. That's all right. His dad's got money, right? Keep dating him. I like that. Oh, hey, I'm sorry I forgot your birthday yesterday, but and he pulls out his checkbook and he writes you a check. Here's $500.
Thanks.
Happy birthday.
I put it in my purse and just kind of roll my eyes.
Yeah, I can see lots of eye rolling going on.
Oh, yeah.
So, honey, do you need anything?
Oh, no, Daddy. You know me. I'm perfect.
You are perfect. A little on the heavy side, and you gotta do something with the nails. And maybe you should do a little bit more charity, but other than that, you could do like a charitable thing. We could get a photo op.
Sure, like, whatever.
You're the best daughter. And who's the best dad? Who's the best dad?
You are.
I know you love me. All right, you're dismissed.
I just turn and walk out.
With a hair flip.
Yeah, with the haircut, like the...
Or whatever.
So, you got a white die for that because I took all your bullshit. Who are you going to give
But I'm
that
sure it'll be fine for you.
who are you
I'm
gonna...
gonna give that white die to Dougie because he has a really hard life.
Yeah, he does.
Alright. I forgot that you guys can't do it, so I'll do it. Alright. We're going into the second round of Act 1. I'm trying to think what kind of scene I want. I don't think I have one in mind, so I think I'm just going to resolve and let you guys put me where you will.
Would you like a good or a bad resolution?
I haven't decided yet.
You could deal with Dougie and get deeper into crime and start discussing like why you would need a getaway vehicle. So like discussing like a bigger heist, especially if it happens like right around the ball or the presentation.
It totally should. So, like, we're saying that, like, I've been meeting up with Dougie. He's been trying to groom me, but not in a creepy way. as a thief, as a better thief. And I'm into it because I hate my dad and all that. So, where's this...
What if Dougie saves you from creepy Chuck Daniels?
Oh, there you go.
To sort of like cement your relationship.
Whatever you guys want.
Do you want to play Chuck, Stephan?
I could be Chuck.
You be Chuck.
Okay, so where's this taking place? Is this taking place in my new Toyota Prius? We're parked somewhere?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
How about at the unfinished
Mansion, yes!
Because maybe you use the mansion as like a party spot?
Yeah, I was totally thinking that too. We're like linked right now.
So Dougie is doing lines of cocaine.
Ooh. Get through the day some way.
In your new Toyota Prius.
You mean Chuck is?
Yes,
Chucky.
Chuck is.
Yeah, no, Doug's like, yeah.
No,
The
Chuck is doing cocaine in your Prius, but he didn't ask you. It was sort of like a surprise.
And then tries to put a move on, and then we go full on like face off, come save the day type of thing. Okay,
Okay.
got it.
So it's after hours. It's like dark out and stuff, and
Yep.
but we've got like the overhead lights of the Prius like in there.
Yep.
And there's like loud music playing,
Yeah.
but
And
he's
I'm working
putting
overtime to finish the ballroom for the thing. So I'm
Yeah,
walking
exactly.
out.
That's why he's there.
Yep, so I'm walking
because
out
you don't get to go
do my-
home.
do my 82 Fire Camaro, and I see stuff going on in the car.
Right.
There's some yelling too. So Chuck and Bradley start your thing.
Yep, he just did a line of coke, so we're on it. Like, what are you doing?
Bradley, there's this. It's like this high-end cocaine. It's called like Malibu cocaine. I think it's from Hawaii. It's like the best cocaine.
You're gonna like get it all over my Prius. My dad is gonna find it when he has the car detailed. Oh my god.
Would you like some?
No, I don't want any of your fucking cocaine, Chuck.
What, is my cocaine not good enough for you, rich girl?
Oh my god, Chuck, what are you talking about?
Well, I'm feeling like we've been dating for like 2.5 weeks, and we haven't had sex yet.
Oh my god, stop.
I feel like you owe it to me because you're on the cheerleading squad and I'm the quarterback.
Passenger door opens. Grab the back of his collar, pull him out. We're now in the driveway.
Oh my god.
I have a nail gun. I pull it out and I look at him and go, "What are you doing?"
I shut up. Don't get his face. We have like a photo op tomorrow.
Hey dude. Like, are you like some kind of dangerous dude, freak show, drug addict, like homeless person?
I know your dad. I know where you live.
Oh.
I can find you.
He gets up with his hands up. He's like, hey, Bradley, I gotta go. And he just takes off, leaving you with the creepy dude.
Oh my god, Chuck, you're like the worst. I hate you.
He just sprints out, leaving you with
running down the street.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
just running, and like the camera follows him for a minute, and I just look at Dougie, and I'm like, "Thanks,
Bradley,
guys."
are you okay?
Yeah, he wanted to have like sex. I didn't want to have sex, and it's like it's whatever.
No, can't hang out. You're going to hang out with bad people. Pick the right bad people.
My dad says I have to keep dating him though.
Your dad's an asshole.
Yeah, like I know.
Why do you do what he tells you?
Because then he gives me money, and then I can buy things and stuff.
Why don't you make money for yourself?
Because it's like easy.
But then you can piss off your dad in the same way. Because there's ways that you can hurt him without directly hurting him.
I like what? I get out of the car
You
and
guys
I
went
close
to
the door.
governor.
Sorry, what?
So now we're both in the car.
Oh, okay.
So your dad wants to run for governor.
He told me that.
If you find things about his behavior that he doesn't want the public to see, that could really ruin that run.
Yeah, but then like I'll get in trouble if he finds out like that I did stuff.
Why does he have to find out you did stuff? You've been stealing things. You've been getting better at it. Different victim. Victim that you hate.
Okay, so like tell me how this is gonna go down.
Then we can get out of this town. And You know, he hangs out with your friends. Marcia?
Yeah.
Dion?
He's with Paige right now.
You know that your dad's a creepy old dude and probably films all of this.
I mean, he's got this webpage, but it's like password protected.
Where does he keep the video? Where does he keep the footage? I bet he doesn't keep it in the office.
I think he keeps it at home. Like, he's got this laptop that he always has with him, and, like, I bet it's on his laptop.
We should look for that. But we should steal his...
You want me to, like, steal his laptop? Like, he's never there. I could probably steal his laptop.
And scene. I just think this needs to be a fade out and just looking at each other with that.
So I'm going to take the white die, because I think that ended well for me. And I'm going to give it to Harvey, because we're running out of white dice.
Yes. Harvey needs something good before everything bad.
Oh, Harvey's the best.
Totally.
Totally.
All right, Dougie, your scene. You said you wanted to do a flashback?
I just need to do a flashback just to show how much I need this job.
Okay.
Oh.
Because he's folding really quickly in that last one. So it'd be like, normally people would be like, fuck you, no. I don't need this job.
But he does.
Yeah. Ooh, because he's petty crime, can one of y'all play like a baby loan shark type? Like a friendly neighborhood
I can do that.
loan guy?
Yeah.
Just like in a bar. We're in a bar. We're in a bar in the not. We're not in a fern bar on like the nice side of Apple Valley. We're in like Hazleton, which is next door, which is not the good side of town.
Sure.
And we're at a bar, and I'm trying to get a little bit extra money. It's like, what do I want to do?
So I'm like, I am.
You're like a
I'm
friendly
Vinny.
neighborhood.
I'm Vinny.
You're Vinny.
And I'm just leaning on the bar while you're telling me the sob story.
Vinny, you have to front me some money. I need to borrow some money. I hate working for that asshole. He is an idiot. He doesn't understand timelines. He doesn't understand personal space. He doesn't understand the fact that he kept me from going to college and getting out of this town by the whole football thing, which I know I keep going on about.
Dougie. You already owe me like 20 G's.
I just need a bit more. I got some moves I can make. I can get your money plus I can get you the big plus interest.
But Dougie, the thing is, you've owed me 20 G's for the past 5 years. And you've paid back maybe a couple hundred here or there, enough to cover the interest.
But I have to work for him because I can't get out from under him. Harvey Webb is the bane of my existence. But I just need a couple more G's. I got some plans in motion. I got some moves I can make. I can just get out of this.
Just tell me about this plan.
So this asshole thinks that he can run for governor. His daughter knows where there's some videotape of him and some not so good light in position with some of her friends. I want to steal it, blackmail him, and make sure he never bothers me again.
That's a real good story, Dougie. But you're already in too deep, man. Now,
Come on,
maybe
Benny.
if
We
you
know each other
if
our
you
entire lives.
if you do this one right, clear your debts, square up, and we're all good. I can lend you something down the road, but right now you're this
I
close.
can't keep
You're
working for him,
this
but I-
close to me breaking up your other leg.
Oh,
So be careful. I like you, Doug. Yeah, clap you on the back. I like you, man, but this is business.
I know, Benny. Thank you.
All right.
Just think about it.
Black die for Dougie.
Oh, Dougie.
Their fortunes are not good.
Who are you going to give that to?
Oh, it has to go to Harvey. Harvey has no.
All right.
I'm going to be governor. It's going to be
I have a great governor brain.
I've got the best governor brain. You don't even know. How about
There's some stuff going on in this little town, isn't there?
it's the worst town ever? How about a scene with his separated wife, where he's trying to convince her to come back to this big gala, right?
Oh, right, because he needs her for appearances.
He needs her for appearances.
I'll totally play the role.
Yes.
Excellent.
What's the name?
On my Bluetooth. We should be at like
Or do you want to do phone and do like a split screen?
Yes.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, you need to turn the other way. Other way.
There you go.
Yeah, there. Perfect. I love it.
What's her name? Angela.
Yeah.
Angela.
Angela. That's a good like Real Housewives of Apple Valley.
Angela. She's a good Catholic. That's why they're not separated. Also.
Why are you calling?
Well, why wouldn't I call you? I love you. You're the love of my life.
You don't love me. You love my daddy's money.
I also love your daddy's money, but I do love you. And I was just thinking that I haven't seen you in so long.
Not because I haven't been trying to not see you.
Oh. Hey, I wanted to tell you that, do you remember years ago, back in high school, that big final game?
You never let me forget about it.
Right.
But
I remember when I made that hit on that loser Dougie, and I hit him in the knee and it broke in like all those places. I remember the lights were shining, and as I stood up in that moment of victory, you were there on the sidelines cheering, and you were like an angel.
What do you want, Harvey?
Oh. So I've got great news for you. You are going to be the First Lady of Connecticut.
I haven't married the governor yet, so how is this going to work?
I'm going to run for governor, and you are going to be my First Lady. Huh?
That means I have to be around you. You know,
Yes.
I very much despise you.
I'm gonna have a really big gala at the unfinished mansion on the hill that I'm working on, and if you would be there in that really great blue dress I bought you like a couple years ago, you can still fit into that, right? That would be wonderful.
In it for me, Harvey. And I would never wear that dress out again. I've worn it once. It's out of season. It's out of style.
Oh.
So you're going to have to buy me a new dress.
Oh, wait, I will. I will certainly buy you a new dress.
Wang. Or Dior.
Oh. Yeah, whatever. Dior, whatever. Versace?
It's Versace.
You got it. You got it. Anything you want.
When is this?
2 weeks.
How long do I have to be there?
An hour and 15.
An hour, and I show up when I want.
That's fine. We always made a good team.
No, the only person on your team is you.
Yeah, but I do miss you, you know, a little bit. I mean, a lot. I miss you. I totally miss you.
I miss my STD about the same.
Is that like a car? Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. I took the penicillin.
Harvey, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
It's going to cost you.
Hey.
Just let me know now.
Okay. Hey, Angela, if you ever want to get dinner sometime, we can, you know?
You know,
Angela has issues.
Despite all the coldness, you did get what you wanted, Harvey. She's going to show up, so I'd say that's a white die.
Yeah.
Which you have to give away.
I'm going to give that to you, Bradley, because I feel like you're moving into a space where you can really ruin your dad's life.
Not my own. Just, you know, my dad's life. That's the worst part about it.
Which would be good for you. Although, actually, I don't know if it would be. But, you know.
Angela is a capitalist. Like, she knows that it's in her best interest that she can just bleed Harvey dry.
I think the thing about Harvey is he actually was a terrible husband, but I actually think he does miss Angela. It just has really no way of being in a decent relationship or working it out.
Okay, so now we're going to do the tilt. So since you, actually let me...